Hi folks, welcome back to the Hoard. I'm just digging in my shed to get some stuff out that has moved around, and it's I always amuse myself to where stuff came from and all, or why stuff got in there. Like this thing, crash into something really hard much? I mean, both of them are bent like that. Yeah, we're inside. This place is like mouse heaven. And because it's mouse heaven, that means it's also snake heaven. Actually, forget heaven. I think they're all still alive in here. So if you hear me screaming like a little girl and jumping around and flapping my arms and cursing, it could be because a bee came off of one of those nests off the ceiling and dropped down my back, or a mouse ran over me, or a snake went across my hand. So if once again any of the girlish screams, that's just me reacting to a unknown situation. So I have this little Yamaha 80 here, and this appears to be another one of these winners. Oops. I think you guys could see that, and you can kind of tell what's missing. So that means it's got dubious lineage. Let's go with that. Dubious lineage. Seat's in nice shape. Gas tank seems to be in pretty nice shape. So anyway, I was looking at this, and last time we looked at it together, you saw this much of it, and you're probably thinking, schmuck, why don't you have it running? And I was kind of thinking that, because it does have a little bit of compression, not a lot. But while I was poking around on it, we come to see why it's not been resurrected. It's missing the flywheel and cover. So if anybody out there could kind of tell me what year this is. That's an oil tank. So GT80, I guess it would be called, right? Yamaha GT80. I don't know what year it is. They were big on the yeah, it's missing the toolkit. I don't know when they went from a single shock to dual shock. I'm kind of thinking somewhere around 1980 or 1990, give or take a little bit. Late 80s to the early 90s. But yeah. So there's this guy. Interesting. I mean, those loosey-goosey ones on the floor. The other thing is, I have, this is, I don't know if it's a CB. I think it's called the CB 200. I'm not sure of the year. This came from a junkyard across the river. Walden, something like that. And the seat's there. Yeah, I'm just kind of poking around here. I got the SL1 or the SL100 out of here. It was sitting right there. Next thing that's got to get out of here is this go-kart. I'm sending that to hang out with you, Dizzy. For those of you guys with unfinished projects, you Dizzy will take this this go-kart, and he'll get it running, and what he likes to do is find kids who don't have much, and then he donates it to them. He's just going to make sure he gets proper permission from the parents and all that. The last thing anybody needs is to donate a go-kart to a kid, and the kid does something stupid with it, and you find out he's living with his grandparents, but his mother or father still have custody on him, and then they go and sue, right? That's the last thing anybody needs. Yeah, I just want to make sure I understand everything that's in here. So mini bike. That is I think it's a Suzuki 50. What is it? Tri-Z 50. Little two-stroker. No engine on it. I think that's an M. I think this is a 200M. The front forks look like they're in nice shape. No key. It's always scary when you hear buzzing. You guys hear that? What is that? This is a 110, I think. That's a TRX 200SX. I remember buying that. I got a snowblower. Is there anything in that corner? You know, every once in a while, I just benches. I too need to go through this, like what's in here and what's going. I've actually been working at getting some stuff out of here, wheel weights for Sears, just to kind of get it to a better home, better place. Better be used. So I guess that's it. I don't know. Conclusion is I need, the threads don't appear boogered. It looks like somebody took it off. That does not appear boogered. It does have some compression, but not a lot. Probably could use a honing, a set of rings, and there was a couple of folks interested in this thing. I called it a David Bradley. It's not a David Bradley. It's actually, this is probably a Sears, and it's probably a Simplicity. The only attachment I have for it is the plow. And there it is. Yeah. Wouldn't be a bad thing if somebody made me a really great offer and we were able to move this thing on to some place where it would be treated better. I mean, it's not being mistreated, it's undercover and so forth, but it'd be nice to see it get restored and perhaps even go out and work for a living again. Alright folks, I want to thank you all for watching and commenting and subscribing. Remember to keep your feet down, keep your heads up, and please get out there and enjoy all your days. Ooh, dear. Bye now folks.